right. Welcome back, Brew Crew. This was supposed to be a much happier life for me, but I'm stuck here battling COVID and all my plans got scrapped for the weekend. So I'm very thankful for these two guys to come on here and bail me out in the beginning. So if I have to leave and, whatever, it's because I'm ill and it is what it is. Let's shout out the chat. We got the man below me rocking my Craft Brew shirt. Love it. Got Greg and TJ. What's good? Their guests up here in the coming weeks. Got Ken. What's good? Got the homie Malacio. What's good? What's good? Love your new girl's color, just not her attitude. But whatever. She already ate, so we're all good. All right. What's up, Eric? Who else?
What up, Eric?
Soul Man.
There
would have been more like how Wiz said it, but my voice sucks right now, so it is what it is. But I appreciate everybody that's tuned in. I appreciate these guys that have come on the panel. Tomorrow is my birthday, and I'd hoped it would have been a better one, but I'm stuck here with COVID and whatnot. Missed out on the reptile show this morning and some get-togethers. It is what it is. I went to Tulsa, saw some great wrestling, and now I'm here stuck at home, with COVID. So, it sucks. Would have loved to have a better birthday weekend, but I think that's why they make these things and why we have screens and cameras and whatnot. And I can hang out with two guys that really support my channel, and I love to support them. So,
that's right.
Thank you.
Got to make the best of it, bro.
Yeah, right. Make the best of a bad situation. Is what it is, man. So I know, Aaron, you said you only had a couple minutes. I appreciate you, coming on to say hi and hanging out here, rocking my shirt. Let's check that out. Look at that. You must not wear it enough. The logo is still good.
Honestly, that's one of the coolest shirts ever, man. That looks dope.
Yeah, I'm trying to get Nathan to make one of them with the tie-dye and the same thing that I get off of Store Frontier. But Kike, tell us what is going on in your life.
Well, everything's going good. I've been keeping a close eye on my first ever clutch and eggs, and if you bred before, the experience of having your first. You keep looking at them, try not to touch them or mess with them too much, but
you're gonna do it.
I'm looking through the door every day, so
yeah, man.
I've
been there, done that. But yeah, once you're through that, it gets a little bit better, but you still have that like anxiety and that same old like what's gonna hatch out. Like it doesn't go away. I haven't been there yet, but I assume it feels that way. I've got a couple girls brewing, so. But yeah, man. Any shows for you lately, aside from Daytona?
No, I've done a few local ones around here, around West Palm, but really haven't been able to get too much. Trying to see if I make it to a show I think it's next weekend in Fort Myers. And other than that, really, it's Daytona, and hopefully it'll be Tinley in October.
Nice. I'm hoping for that too. With my luck, probably won't happen.
Oh my god!
Yeah, you gotta be positive, man. Yeah,
I'm gonna take it off just so that way I start preparing now. You know what I mean? So I'm like, all right, I'll save like $20 here, $20 there. Pay for my flight soon or something. But man, dude, I gotta go, man.
I think
we have enough time to plan efficiently. All of us, no excuses, guys.
I already got my luggage packed, man.
I'm laughing in my head. Had I gone to Tinley, I might not be in this situation.
Right, there you go.
I had to go watch the wrestling. It was a good tournament. Penn State won again. They're pretty good. We saw a 4-time national champion, which has been done, I think, 4 times, and one get denied going for his 4th. And we saw 2 3-time national champions, and one getting denied for his third. So, I mean, it was like upset city, like just like March Madness in basketball. If you're following that, like just everybody's getting beat. It was great. Would I trade it for being sick and home for a whole week afterward? Maybe. But I did learn that everything in the South is deep fried. And they also have these thing called steak fries, right? Now you think, you're like me, steak fries or like bigger French fries. No, it's actually like chicken fried steak in a strip.
Yeah.
And
what? Really?
Oh my God. What the hell? With the gravy?
That sounds actually pretty good.
It was good. We also had calf fries, which if you Google that, that's actually Rocky Mountain oysters that are fried.
Yeah.
So I blame all that dirty eating over the weekend. But hey, what's up, Glenn? Hey, when I'm done here, make sure to go check out Glenn. He's got I think another panel or his new panel going on after this at 6 my time. So be sure to check him out. Eric, I hope everything's okay. Power being out and whatnot. I guess that's what you were talking about before. But yeah. And happy 420 to those that celebrate.
Oh, yeah. It is 420.
Yeah.
We're spreading AJ
at. Well, it's like 220 for them. But
oh, yeah.
I think it's like for them, it's like the song 5 o'clock somewhere. Hey, Tammy. Thanks for tuning in.
Hey, Tammy.
But yeah, I appreciate these guys hanging out. But
I still feel like I'm adjusting to the time zone out here. It's weird.
It's 1 hour.
To Colorado to Texas, it's like it's an hour. So it's 3:20 here right now. But I guess I'd be used to 2:20. But it's just, it is kind of weird. I don't know. It still feels weird.
Yeah,
I feel like I definitely belong an hour ahead.
Normally for us, when we have the wrestling in the Midwest or whatever, is we hit daylight savings time, right? And then we go to like St. Louis or Tulsa or Oklahoma City or somewhere else, and we go right back to that. Like we adjust for like a day or two, and then go right back to the previous digits.
Oh, actually, you know what it is? So here's what it is. So daylight savings was like on my birthday or the day before or something. March 12th is my birthday, but like it was like 11th or 12th or something. And so we lost an hour there. Plus, I moved to Texas and lost an hour moving to Texas. So I lost 2 hours normally.
So you went from like Arizona time to like normal.
That kind of makes sense.
Yeah, it's so weird to like get back in the swing of things, especially like for me when I got sick coming back. So it was like, okay, that hour back, whatever, that's fine. I can usually just crash because of traveling, but to be sick on top of that, it's like, oh man, what the hell time is it? But yeah, I will vote for anybody who abolishes the daylight savings time, so I don't have to do that.
Yeah,
I'm all for that. To be honest.
We're no longer an agrarian society, and that's all the politics I will get into today. Aside from the fact that the former president was at the wrestling on Saturday night, guest of Senator Mullen, so that was kind of cool. It was the first time a former president had been at the NCAA tournament for wrestling. Regardless of your opinions, it's a pretty cool thing that 10 guys that were the best wrestlers at their weight class got to shake hands and take pictures with the former president.
Yeah, definitely.
And that's all I'll get into it. You can watch the coverage on ESPN if you want to check it out. And Penn State wins a couple. But
yeah.
John, are you breeding over there? Do you have any clutches coming?
So my collection's over here now. And dude, I want to pair like right now. I really do, and I probably could. Well, I can only pair 2 girls that I got, but now that I like have access to Shane's collection, if I want to, I mean, So there's a spot-nosed clown that he's got, a male, and I was like, "Hey, yo, let me borrow it." But he's pairing them right now, so he wants to wait till he's done with that. Knows that his are gonna take and everything. But I'll wait around for that because I can put that. Was it I think it's a spot-nosed clown. Maybe, yeah, I think it's just a spot-nosed clown. I could put that too, like my pastel lesser, which, like I said, not anything great, but it's the best thing I can do. Because, like I said, I'm still new, so I only have 2 breeder females right now. But my pastel lesser went last year. My normal female has not bred yet. She's not approved, like a breeder. Well, she's ready to go, but just trying to find something because I'm gonna make a bunch of low end stuff. You know what I mean? Until all my hets and my visuals grow up. So.
Hey, nothing wrong with that. We all have to get started somewhere, right?
Yeah, but that's, I'm excited, man. Like, yeah, I'm super excited because I know that I can start pairing pretty much any time again. And with moving, it just kind of makes it tricky, and then like life situations, for why I moved. It's just like it was really hard to. It wasn't the best timing before, but now I could like do it probably no problem.
So I've got the Wi-Fi signal up in the corner. Though I'm wired, so if you watched my live with Malacio, it's back. Okay, we're good. Whatever the hell my router did, settled. Welcome, Greg. Greg will be a guest.
What's up, Greg?
I think. Are you guys coming on the 1st or the 8th? I can't really see my calendar.
We're the 1st.
All right, cool. So that's next week. So we're gonna get a preview.
All right. Losing days, man. Losing days.
Yeah, I got a ring light in front of my face and can't see my calendar. But hey, I blame the COVID for everything right now. What's up, Dylan? But yeah, I mean, I would rather somebody make a clutch of all normals to get that experience, right? Than make a clutch of something crazy out of this world, right? Because you can have your failures or whatnot. You can, learn your incubator, learn like everything without a total monetary loss if you fail, right? You don't.
Man, I don't know about that, man. If I lose my classics, man, that probably hurt me.
But I mean,
it's gonna be hurt.
Like there's just something where it's like you want to learn the ropes before you fail on a high level. But
that's all right.
Not that I want anybody to fail.
I guess that's pretty much. I think that's probably pretty much where I'm at. I mean, I'm still growing up a lot of stuff, so like, I kind of have to start there. You know what I mean? But it's a good place to start because, like, yeah, if I mess up or something doesn't come out, I didn't, put $2,000 or $3,000 into it right away.
I feel like if I didn't start somewhere and come in with the small stuff, that I didn't earn my way here. So yeah, I'm good with where I'm at. We just actually had our first ovulation yesterday.
Awesome, man.
We're calling it, so.
I think I liked it on Instagram. I think I'll have to go find it again if I didn't. But I mean, that's like such an awesome feeling when you like all this work you put in, all this money you put in, and you finally see that Nerf football sitting there.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've been waiting on that girl because we bought her when she was supposed to be graphic when we bought her, but we think she just reabsorbed. So we started throwing. I had no plan to breeding, but we started throwing my bamboo pinstripe at her.
Nice. And, if y'all know me, I have some bell stuff, mostly butters, but I got some new Mojaves now. But I would love it if you guys went the bamboo special route. If
I had special, that's so. I'm all about the bell complex, and TJ is too for the most part. I just as you know, I'm picking up that Phantom Krypton from Fred and AJ, and we don't have special. I haven't been able to find a special that really grabs my attention.
Is it me or is your audio choppy?
I think it's cutting out on him too. I think I hear it.
I can hear it on my end, and I believe I should. I think have a local recording from when this like actually uploads. If I did it right. Sorry, I'm like backstage or behind the scenes blowing my freaking nose. So
Blow it on camera, man. Get some views.
you don't want
I
to
don't
see
do
all
that.
the snot in my beard.
Uh,
But yeah, we're trying to pick up Special and Bongo.
What's up, Mark?
Just to
Appreciate you tuning in.
get them in.
But yeah, I mean, there's a bunch of stuff that you can still work with. I argue with a guy. He's at the show I'm supposed to be at today. Not the guy with the shirt, but another guy. His sticker, I think you can't see because it's obscured, but he follows the JKR line. Like whatever JKR does, Justin Kabelka, right? Batman, what have you. And then he's following the whatever's the hot in the market thing, right? Do you want to constantly chase what's hot in the market and be second tier?
You're always behind.
Always following the top.
Yeah.
But you're going to sell some stuff if you bought in, right?
True.
And I'm probably going to tick some people off. But as Fleetwood Mac would say it, go your own way, right?
Definitely.
I'd rather make the next Pompeii, right? Or the next Batman with whatever combos I'm messing with than make a bunch of those combos that somebody else already made. Like if I hit it out of the ballpark on that one combo, then I can set the market on it, right?
There's two ways of looking at it, though, and I agree with you, and I tend to go my own path. But if I were to go and create Pompeii's, yes, Justin Kabelka was the first one to do it. But if I'm producing Pompeii's right now, I'm still selling them at $15,000 a stake.
Right.
So I mean, there's two ways of looking at it.
Like you can make this stuff and sell them for whatever and reinvest straight away. You can upgrade your racking, not have this knock on wood shit.
Right. Hey, we got some of that too.
Or in animals.
What you see behind me, I actually built, so you're not hurting anybody.
Yeah, I mean, I built this one. Chris from BNS hooked me up with this empty one over here that's going to be the future. Once I get some heat tape and another thermostat, that's going to be awesome. Everything from the hatchling rack in there. And, yeah. Make room. But, yeah, I mean, it's a topic of conversation. I don't know, Aaron, John, what do you think of, paving your own way or following what's selling currently?
Well, if anybody knows me, I don't follow anything. I do my own thing. I work with what I like. I like albino. I like nanny, so I work with that. And I like classics. I don't mind classics. So I'm in it for the joy of it, for the thrill of it. I'm not trying to catch up to anybody or mimic or copy anything.
If y'all didn't know, guess where all the crazy shit we work with comes from? I wish I had her here to pull her out. I don't. She's up getting bred with a buddy, but a normal classic ball python. That's where everything came from. Everything originated from. So, I mean, you got to take it back to that. I mean,
I think that's what makes it amazing. Like, you see a snake that anybody was like, oh, that's a normal, that's a classic, that's a wild type. But the stuff you can create with it, it's incredible. Like what they carry inside it, it's awesome. So I love that. I love that part of the hobby where you take something and put it together and create something completely different and beautiful at the same time. So
yeah, I mean,
absolutely.
You can buy a normal, even if it's not an import, right, or anything, right, and you can have some heterozygous gene just floating, and then it decides to present itself a couple generations down the line. I have a spot-nosed leopard female. To our knowledge, there's never been anything freaking pied paired in anything yet. It looks very visually het for pied.
There's a lot of pied hiding in leopard.
Thanks for tuning in. What's that, Greg? Sorry.
I said there's a lot of pied that's hiding out in leopard.
Yeah, and it's the I fed her yesterday, so I can't bring her out, but it's that stripy line.
Mm-hmm.
With the line down the back. I think Fred and AJ talk about that, where there's like a couple lines of leopard, or like two, right? Different patternizations. And the one that's more striped down the dorsal tends to be het for pied. And that's the one I have. For those that want to see it, there's probably a short or something on that. You can look on my page. I posted it. But it's something, I would like to see prove out later down the road, since, the spot nose complex tends to produce very high weight pieds with a head stamp. So it doesn't give me a lot to really look at as far as determining what the hell is going on. And I had to put Sloan up again because
even with the leopard in the spot nose, is that still a really high weight?
I don't know. I have other things I want to work that with. So if I can break through with the het pied on that, I can work into ultra male pied with spot nose. I guess you with ultra bats, something like that. Yeah. It's a project.
I had my eye on ultra male krypton last night, and I'm really thinking about that one.
Yeah, I don't have any krypton. I have ultra male and ultra male heads, and that's the project I'm going to invest. It's going to be the ultra male everything. Like I said, look at my shirt, orange and yellow. Ain't gonna be no recessive freaking banana. And monarch and butterfly. That's my line in the sand. But
not talk about banana, man. I like banana too.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm on board with banana. I've got a banana etchy clown that I love, man. He's gorgeous.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm not one.
Y'all go ahead.
I'm sorry, John. I stepped on you.
Oh no, you're good. I was gonna say, I like banana too. That was my first sire. The first clutch I ever did was a banana Mojave Fire to a pastel lesser, and he was gorgeous and beautiful. And then all of the snakes I made were pretty much better than the parents themselves. So like I made three banana boys. So I made my two holdbacks was pastel banana Mojave Fire, and then another one I still have is a pastel banana lesser fire. But they're gorgeous, man. They're so beautiful. Especially the banana pastel lesser fire is just amazing, like purples and like all sorts of like. Oh, man,
so
he's cool.
I'm
not gonna try to breed banana, and I really don't have any more plans for banana. I think they're beautiful, but I don't really want it in my collection except for like one project, maybe. You know what I mean? Maybe.
Yeah. Do you feel like the pastel keeps the spots out of your banana?
So I know for sure the Mojave is keeping spots out of the banana, because neither of them have spots. So there's a pastel banana fire on both sides on both of mine, and then one has Mojave with it, one has lesser. None of them have spots. My banana Mojave Fire sire didn't have spots. It could be. See, I don't know. I think it's the Mojave and the lesser. Like both of those, I feel like are taking them out.
Yeah, I've like I said, mine's got a few spots, but he's clown, so the clown's gonna keep him down. I don't care for a lot of spots in them. That's just my personal feeling. I'm much more into clean animals.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry about that, guys. COVID.
You're good.
So the banana that I lost for unknown reasons had spots, but it was really like light. Even for an older, hadn't been bred banana, right? So it was. Oh, thank you, Kara. I had to test for work because I was exposed, and yeah, I have it. But it was het for albino, so I think that added that lighter sheen. But what was weird about the snake in general was it was very slender, right? So you think ball pythons, breeder size about yay big. It was not. She was long. I have no clue what the hell actually happened to her, and I'm rather sad that I don't. I did a short of her, and then 2 days later, she had passed. And that stinks because that was the only banana I had. But I mean, she did have a really unique coloration for an adult banana. And I'm assuming it was the possible het for albino that I wanted to eventually prove out with clown in later projects, but unfortunately, things happen, as is life.
Yeah. The one that I have is really pale in comparison to others that I've seen. And the older he gets, the more pale he tends to get. Whereas he has more of a contrast on yellows. Like we've got a hatchling down there that my sister picked up at the Chesapeake show earlier this year. And that one has really bright oranges down its dorsal. It's a banana clown. But it just has really bright oranges down its dorsal, and mine doesn't have that bright of an orange in it. So I don't know if it's the line of banana doing that or the line of the clown that is doing that. But it's interesting to see the differences in the same genes essentially. Now mine does have Enchi in it, which I'm guessing I'm going to attribute that to the color difference in the overall snake, but not so much in the dorsal, because typically Enchi will throw a pretty dark dorsal.
Hey Kai, I don't mean to interrupt you, Greg. Hey Kai, your girl 8 here, and Chad. So, hell yeah.
What's up, Kai?
I'll talk to you in like 2 years about her when she's getting paired in my or my double headset I'm going to produce this year. So back to that, you were saying, Greg, about lines and morphs. We've been talking about lesser and butter and like banana. We haven't brought up coral glow, but I feel like there's a lot of things that are like lines. Like we talk about in like crested geckos and lizards, right? We get these high color lines that we breed, and we should treat snakes, ball pythons the same way. You get an awesome freaking pastel, breed that. Don't sell it. Yeah. It's what the snake visually looks like. This could be a just a normal pastel, but it looks like a super pastel. Like I have one here. I'm going to breed her and jettison any other, normal pastels I have as far as breeding that aren't included in anything else. So it's like looking at that fine line of cloud, the best of what you see with what you produce. That's what you hold back. Babu has said, be your own best customer. So, I mean, stick by that, right?
I think one of the greatest examples of that too in the line breeding is look at the Barnhart line of black pastel as to your everyday average black pastel. I mean, that's the one thing to me, and I have obviously a very limited experience and limited knowledge in the animals. I've only been doing this for a year, not even a year yet, to be truthful. I mean, I didn't start until April, so, but that line just screams like there's something different there in comparison to every other black pastel that you see.
Yeah, I mean, it's a great line. I wish I would have gone to Oaks today because I was going to pick one up. Hopefully Danny didn't sell it. I still give him my hundo and we'll be good.
John, what are you working on this year? I haven't heard much about. You've been so busy with your channel. I haven't heard much about your breed plans.
Yeah, because I still, like I said, still kind of small. I only have like 16 ball pythons right now. But okay, so the projects that I recently got into are like some lavender projects. So I'll just tell you some of my animals just so you can kind of gauge like where I'm trying to go with it. So I just picked up a lavender leopard yellow belly hep hide from Canova male, and then I picked up a lavender hep hide female from Kennet Primal Scales. So I'll be putting those together for some dreamsicle stuff. But with my lavender leopard yellow belly, my lavender leopard yellow belly hep hide, I'm also going to try to throw him, once my girl is big enough, to a spark. Then I can make some leopard puma het lab type stuff, and then it'd be really cool to make a visual lavender leopard puma, and then I've got the possibility of having that Yeah, no, I think that'd be really cool. That's like a way longer project, just because my first ball python I ever got was a spark. So like I'm gonna keep her, like see what I can do with her. Not a lot of people are working with her.
I love Spark.
But she was like my very first one, you know what I mean? And then I have a double het ultramel. Gosh, my mind is all blanking. Double het ultramel puzzle male. That he's still young. I still got, maybe in probably like a year, he'll be ready and good size and stuff. But I don't really have anything to put him to except for maybe to make more hats. But I really need like an ultramel female or an ultramel puzzle. So I really want to get into like some puzzle stuff really, really bad. But I do have like a lot of holes in my projects right now. Let's see. Yeah. I don't know. I've got like some other stuff, but like, when I first started collecting, I was like getting things I liked. I've sold a lot of stuff that I recently had, but yeah, I'm still building up those hats and the visual recessive like type of stuff because I don't have a lot right now, unfortunately. Yeah. Like I've got like some females. I got like a pastel orange dream het clown female, a pastel spider het clown female. Then I've got so those are some hats right there. I'm missing a lot of stuff, man.
Yeah. Hey, it ain't Pokemon.
It's money, right? Man. It's expensive. So I don't want to get it's expensive sometimes, but just relocated to Texas, so hopefully like kind of like start over fresh here and then hopefully get back into buying snakes and breeding like, full on and everything, but it's just I can't, there's certain things that I can't do, I can't expand until I'm ready to expand and stuff. And so I'm all right with that because I enjoy the snakes. So like even just feeding them and watching them grow is like really, really fun. You know what I mean? So it's like I'm not rushing to have like a million clutches because I don't have all the space for it. You know what I mean? I'm basically maxed out where I'm at, and I'm all right with that for now. Until things, sure. I get more income and things like that. So.
Yeah, it's like I told TJ when we decided to go down this path for the breed thing. If the breeding doesn't work out, so what? I've got a house full of absolutely gorgeous animals.
Yeah, and you got to enjoy the journey too.
Yeah,
you have to enjoy the journey the whole way. If you don't like taking care of the snakes, you'll never do it on a big scale. You know what I mean? So
no.
And if you don't like taking care of the snakes, you won't like taking care of the freaking rats when you breed them.
Absolutely not.
Cut down on the cost to have these freaking snakes.
That is one thing that I was glad to hand off to TJ. She enjoys it, and I'm glad she does because I can't stand the rats.
I honestly thought, so my office is in the guest bedroom with the rats. So excuse me. I thought I was just inhaling all that shit all day, and that's what was causing my issues. Unfortunately, it was COVID. But it's been I haven't cleaned them since I've left for Tulsa, so they need to get cleaned. But they've had plenty of food and water since I prepped to go to Tulsa. So I mean, that's good. DJ takes care of the rats. Okay, we see that. Smell. So I can't tell if they smell or if anything has died in there.
Now's the time to do it, then, man. Hell.
Yeah, energy has been a thing.
I understand.
Yeah, I mean. For me, I look at any way not to cut corners, but to cut costs, right? Yeah. So if I can build a rack with the proper whatever, I'm going to do that. If I can breed my own feeders, I'm going to do that. I have dubia roaches up here. I have a couple colonies of Norwegians over there. Ken, I don't need to. I have COVID. I can't smell shit. Literally.
The racks that I built, we did do one. We tried to make a kind of a hatchling rack or a mixed rack out of one of the IKEA shelves. I don't know, it's like 4 foot wide, and you can keep buying the shelves to put into it. And it's melamine.
I've seen people do that. I think your Sean has what looks like your laundry shelf, but he's got a rack system.
Yeah.
So, with how he levels it up.
I'll be honest, I'm not a fan of that. I will not do that again. Only because the shelves from maybe doing it a different way. Maybe buying the outer frame from IKEA and then doing the shelves myself. The shelves, that melamine, it bows too much and bends too much in the center without a support up the middle. But if you put a support up the middle, then the tubs don't want to fit right. So I don't care for that one. I told TJ the sooner we can get rid of that thing, the better, as far as I'm concerned. But to go in, I mean, we've got, I don't know, maybe we've got $400 in that thing. So when you're looking at buying a rack for $5,000, which we'd have to spend to hold the same amount of animals that would hold. Then maybe it's not so bad. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, to me,
I got it. The next go ahead and head off, but appreciate you having me here. Happy early birthday!
Thank you. Appreciate it. Thanks for rocking my shirt up there.
Hope you feel better, brother.
Oh, we're trying.
Keep doing what you're doing. Everybody in the chat, keep supporting. Keep coming up here and showing love to our brother and making sure that you guys are always here and sharing that out and showing some love. So I appreciate you. Hope you feel better.
Thank you.
See you later.
Kike, love you, brother.
Later, brother.
Great. John, love you guys.
Have a good one, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
All right. Then there were 3.
Yes.
But,
man.
Yeah, so I know we're at only like 40 minutes of doing this live. The struggle is real over here. We're gonna be troopers because I got dinner over there, getting ready in the crock pot, and I still got some time. I don't want to be short everybody that comes in to watch this every week. Whatever.
You gotta take care of yourself, man. That's all.
I got to take care of the algorithm. Hey, at least it's better than me showing up. Hey guys, I have COVID. Bye.
Yeah, I get it. I do. I get it. 100%.
We would understand. I mean, don't put yourself at risk over.
I can't get any more at risk than I was. I've been quarantined here with my dog for a week now. So, yeah, it stinks. Don't get it. Don't be dumb.
Been there, brother. Been there. Sad thing, it was a little more scary for me. I have really bad psoriasis and psoriatic arthritis, so I'm taking injections for that, which absolutely smashed my immune system. So when I had it, we were kind of on pins and needles, a little scared about how it was going to go.
Man,
it sucked.
Greg, you taking Humira?
I started with Humira, and I've been through the gambit. I'm on my 5th medication now. I'm taking Cosentyx now, which honestly, if you have it, I would lean your doctor in that direction, because that has made the greatest difference in me of anything that I've taken thus far.
That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, my dad's on the Humira, so the COVID was kind of scary for us.
Yeah. So I've done Humira, Enbrel, was it Renflexis infusions. Sadly, when I had COVID, I was on, what was the other one I was in? I can't remember what the name of it was. I was on another one, but that one really smashed my immune system down to nothing, to the point that I was getting like infections in my legs and everything else. I wound up in the hospital with cellulitis on that. So I told my doctor, I said, look, you got to take me off this. We got to find something else. No.
Jeez.
My dad got a mole cut off the back of his leg, and it was still there. Like, at least the scar, the scab and whatnot, it took forever to heal. So, I mean, I get that. Yeah. So like at the beginning of the week, I was scared as hell for him.
Yeah.
Now he's doing better since they had the interventions. But yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, back to ball pythons or something a little
something other than poor health.
Yeah.
And I apologize for my lagginess. It's like so hot in here. Like I'm in a shed. I'm all tired too. Like woke up. I was like, I'm all just like sweating balls in here, man.
Oh, it ain't that bad. But
in a shed in Texas, that doesn't sound much fun.
No, I have a big old fan right here, but if I turn it on, I won't be able to hear anything. So
yeah, okay.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah.
We're up here. I'm up here, in Pennsylvania. I got the heat on. It's cold outside, I think. I don't know. The smoker's running. So I have like my screen door a little bit open. So it might be a little cooler because of that. Got to season the new thing. I was telling John backstage when I was unpackaging it, I went to cut through the zip tie and went straight into my freaking finger.
Ow. What'd you get?
Like deep. Not fun.
So I took this stuff for the like dog claws. If you flip the quick, threw that on there, super glue. And
man, that burns like a son of a bitch, doesn't it?
I hit the ceiling twice. It like cutting my thumb. I bruised it.
Dude, no. Oh, that sucks, man. I feel like you're always getting hurt, man.
my toe is still recovering from hitting this rack.
Oh my god, bro!
I went to go get something to show off on John's live. I clipped my pinky toe on the bottom of this rack. For some reason, I have a piece of plywood down there, right? For the heat, and just toe goes that way. I thought I ripped the toenail off. Oh my god!
He showed me a freaking picture. Like I needed to see that. Yeah, his toe's like obliterated. Oh my god!
John has trauma just from the photos.
I do. I hate feet in the first place, let alone fucking.
Hey, somebody would have paid for that picture.
Smashed up one.
But yeah.
Yeah, that's funny, dude.
TJ and Mark ain't blue. Okay, I'll have to go do that. I'm on my laptop, Jess. So. All right, that made me laugh a bit. Made my toe hurt. Phantom pains, but
yeah. So ultra male girls, I'm having a hard time finding those. Let me rephrase that. I can find them. I can't find them that I can afford.
Oh, yeah. See, that would be the problem.
Find
an ultra male female as well.
Single gene, like hatchling, probably for
$1,200.
Eric. This ain't getting monetized anyway. For like $500, $550.
Yeah.
It's not cheap, but it's cheaper than Monarch. And I see what Monarch does. I like what Ultramel does, even though I'm invested in Ultramel more so.
Yeah.
But there are certain genes that seem to ebb and flow, and like when you can find them.
Hey, buddy.
And Ultramel's been one of those. Wherever somebody hashes something out, it goes.
Yeah.
Much like when Kabelka hashes something out.
Come here.
Well, then TJ, you can wait. That's what the rest of us are doing. Or you can spend the money. I'm hoping I have the money to spend to sort of jump back in on that once I produce some other stuff. But back to whenever JKR or Justin Kabelka does something, the genetics involved seem to go up in price. Throw a little blackhead Ultramelon.
What do you mean? Have you met Greg? What the?
Oh, how is my chat behind? Yeah, I like Blackhead in there too. What's good, Jeff and Angie? I hear you got the Mr. Warful on tonight, and then I think TJ on later.
Yeah, TJ's on with them tonight.
Because they do 2 in a day.
Jeez, man.
Which is crazy. I can barely do one.
Yeah, I gave up, and I've got an ultra male boy that will breed a shoelace, so I threw him to a het albino het pied girl, just to get some hets. I picked up actually I stole a het clown het ultra male boy in Daytona.
That's good rock on.
Last year. And he's ready to go, but I just don't have anything to put him to. So I hate having these guys in the rack and knowing the potential of them and can't get anything to put to them.
I mean, for me, I'm needing males. Like, I bought in so heavily that you needed females.
Mm-hmm.
You need females to breed. Well, I have like 5 males. To 25, I don't even know how many now. Like, everything's freaking female.
Nice.
I have 1 male, and he's for sale.
Males for days.
And the other one's going to Ozak, but I lost that on a thing with Jeremy Warfel's giveaway, and I don't need him anyway because I got plenty enough female pieds.
What do you mean not here? If I want it, I'll buy it. It's your money. I'll spend it however I see fit.
That is not our problem here.
Oh.
Well, like,
Good afternoon, Miss
one
TJ.
male for almost every female.
What's going on with the dogs?
I think Nick is here with more wine.
More wine? Oh. Apparently it's going to be one of those shows today with Angie.
Uh-oh.
Nice.
I'll get my mom juice ready. By that I mean, more Gatorade and NyQuil and Canada
Angie,
Dry.
I don't think you know what you're up for. Stand by. That's about to get interesting.
Oh my god.
That's coming up like in an hour, so.
Yeah.
Eric, I gotta keep it interesting somehow, man.
Oh man, I'd laugh harder, but
It hurts.
yeah. Yeah.
Yep, definitely.
But yeah, I mean, for me, like, I bought all. Luckily, when I was stupid and being in the Pokemon phase, I bought a bunch of females that work with the males I have now. But I still need more males in the event that some of these growing up or ones even here don't do the job.
Yeah. I like you. I went in the Pokemon phase, and my thought was to buy the individual genes, and that way I could put them in any direction I wanted. You know, if this snake had something that I wanted in it, but I didn't want, if I just wanted Z and I didn't want XY to go with it, then I could have the individual gene to throw at it to go into it. The drawback to that is, of course, the recessives. That's where it gets you. So I think when I get to a point where I'm actually starting to produce more, I'm going to start every year just taking a recessive gene and throwing it to everything one season at a time. That way I've got a gambit to run through. Now, that being said, my holdback rack and my rat expenses are going to go exponentially up with that, but
I almost missed that. Sorry. So for me, like, it is getting. Phil, how was it? I've been stuck here with this girl, if I can point to her behind me. But for me, I want that double visual male, right?
yeah.
And if I can get the right females, I can loop it through, right? Or the right female first, and put the male to it, rebreed back. So it all depends how you're working a project. So for my ultramale pied project, I have a visual ultramale pinstripe male and a visual pied female. So I bought a visual pied 100% het ultramale.
Nice.
Now, if I fail in producing any double hets myself, right?
Mm-hmm.
I can take that Ultramel pinstripe girl or boy, put him to the pied 100% het Ultramel girl.
Mm-hmm.
If I hit an Ultramel 100% het pied, wait a year, read it back.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
If
I'm
it gives
right
you a
back
male,
where I
if it
would have
gives you
been.
a female, then you're waiting forever. But
Yeah, Phil. I missed the Yoo-hoo and the pizza and the shenanigans, but I didn't buy anything today. So I mean, I guess that's good. Getting licked at by my dog. But yeah, I mean, it's all how you go about a specific project and how you invest into it. How do you level yourself up? For me, in that project, it was buying that girl from Kai. It just put me a year ahead, regardless.
mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah, you've talked about chasing, somebody else. I am chasing Justin on the Magma project, but not because it's something that I want to reproduce to sell. I would not so much a Pompeii, but some of the combinations that are close to Pompeii, I like personally, and I want for my own collection. So if I can produce some of those, I'm going to go on that. But I've spent a lot of money on that, and at some point I'm going to have to recoup something. So
Right. So, I mean, it's another thing of do what you want to do, but also do what you can sell to leverage what you want to do.
yeah.
Eric, you are. I like I said earlier, I'd laugh harder, but it's going to hurt. What's good, Mark? Thanks for tuning in. This has been a pretty much off the rails live for me. Deal with COVID brain and rambling.
So Eric's that guy with the pellet gun in the corner of his rat room. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah, he's probably got one of KY's tub pullers that he can whack whack the rat with too, or change the TV channel. I don't know how lazy he is.
Hey, Kent, I hate to do this, man, but I'm gonna hop off, man. I might burn it up, man. I'm gonna go inside, but I'll still be watching, so I'll try to hop on the chat and everything. But
all right. We're probably gonna go for a little bit longer.
Sure.
I gotta.
I'll stick with you, bro. I got you. I got you.
No worries, man. Kent, you get better, man. And Greg, you have a wonderful night, man. Everybody in the chat, thanks so much. You guys have a great day. Make sure you guys sub to Kent and Greg.
Yeah, thank you, John.
Take it easy, man.
And make sure you check out John's live. I think that's Mondays at 8. Appreciate him for coming on. Appreciate Greg and Aaron for coming on as well. Like Phil said, I was supposed to be at the Oak Show today, but unfortunately COVID happened. And happy birthday to me. This was always planned for me to do this today. So this is the one thing I had left to go on for my birthday weekend. And I think it's been a fun time. But if you want a better understanding of Greg and TJ, please, tune in tonight to, Celtic Balls channel. But check them out next weekend. They're going to be on here on this show. So, with that, I'm just going to end it because I feel like absolute dookie. And I will let everybody go. 6 o'clock, check out everybody else's podcast because I can't think right now. Happy birthday, COVID Kid. Thank you, Chris. And especially tonight, I believe at 10 o'clock my time or 10 o'clock his time, Malacio from Wiz Constructors is doing his first live show in a while. So please go check that out. And yeah, I'm going to leave, probably invite some of my friends into the panel backstage so we can hang out and at least celebrate my birthday, because I'm sure this has been a roller coaster of a ride of me talking about nonsense. So everybody, thank you for putting up with me. We'll see you next time.